Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Elden Ring. This is it. I believe this is going to be the final episode. So, I found out where Erdtree's Favor plus 2 is. We are over in the Forbidden Lands right now, because I think it's over in this portion. Now, what was that? Hold on a second. Now, the only issue with that is that portion is blocked off by ash from the capital, so you have to take this point of grace to get back there. But did I see something there? Could you move any slower, Lift? Oh. I guess not. That was weird. I thought I saw like a lootable item. I did! Oh, come on! Uh-oh. Okay, so there's an item there with a door of some kind. So there are 3 corrupted tree spirits, I believe, protecting the talisman. I don't plan on fighting them, because one of those things I'll kill any day, but 3 of them, come on, that's just obtuse. I also don't think that they are non-respawning ones. And I've learned that it's possible, the one that was in here, yeah, over, like, down here in this graveyard portion, that thing apparently is supposed to respawn too, I think, along with a number of others that I've killed, so I don't know. I missed it. Come on now. Oh. That would explain why there's so many bloodstains right here. Okay, it's got a little, like, protrusion, so just go up higher and then jump off, and I should be able to make it, I think is the plan. Man, this is just, like, the best shield, isn't it? So, here's the thing. Holy is definitely what I want to boost myself against. And do I have any... Yeah, that's better. Holy is the focus here. Tree Sentinel stuff? Yeah, let's go Tree Sentinel. Not... Wait a second. No, that isn't right. There we go. Yeah, this works better. I don't really like its look as much. I mean, it looks neat, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it really fits the part I've been playing. What is this? Blade of Calling. Dagger, given to one who set on journey to fulfill her duty long ago. The power of its former owner, the Kindling Maiden, is still apparent. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. No idea what that's about. Did it have some kind of special power with it too? Blade of Gold. Gold. Leap into the air, charging the armament with golden flames that are then shot at the enemy as a single blade-like projectile. Okay. And then it was officer's uniform I got, right? There we go. Magisterial officials to carry out their grim tasks. Gruesome rituals, darkest... Good. Gruesome rituals? What in the world kind of law do we have here? Okay, so Holy Guard is what I really need against these dudes. The bosses. Against regular enemies, it really doesn't matter. While also having high physical resistance, because Radagon will thump you. The Elden Beast seems... I looked them both up. They seem to have some really annoying attacks. But I think none of them are too difficult to deal with. I just have to keep trying. A lot like Estelle. Just, you know, kind of the worst, but you can figure it out and take them down. There are no trashy mechanics, as far as I can tell. Like, nothing that screws with your health. No constant lingering effects. It's just straight up damage, but a lot of it. can't believe I'm this close to the end, though. I've been playing this thing for about 90 hours. Not 90, about 95. I mean, it has been quite the journey of discovery. And I could never downplay the help of the others enough. I'm not the best Souls player in the world. And I am always willing to use summons if I need to. Now, honestly, the stuff again that I used against Melania and Malekith, the people I brought in to help fight those, I have never worked with human summons in this game before. No, I did once, or in these games. I did once against Ornstein and Smough in Dark Souls Remastered. All of the others, it was either just me or NPCs, and I did bring in NPCs. I'm always happy to do that. I think they add to the game, don't take away from it. And I don't play these games to get thrashed by bosses over and over. I play them for fun, and I think it's fun taking on bosses with multiple people. I find it very enjoyable. Other people can disagree. I don't care that much. Okay, so... yeah, there's a corrupted tree spirit. Where is... yeah, where's the item? Talisman is down here somewhere. If I could get them alone, I'd fight them all day, but I don't think I can. Are the Misbegottens all gone at least? Defeating one by one. I believe it said you can avoid them by hugging the walls, but I'm not sure which walls it meant. Let's try this one first. If they all see me, I'm going to try to make a mad dash for it. You don't have to kill them to get it, though, is the thing. But I don't know where it is. I feel like Bilbo looking for the Arkenstone. And hopefully, just like the Arkenstone did, this thing will just fall right into my lap. There it is. It's on the tree stump. Look at how discreet I'm being. You're too late. This isn't where I want to go, but it's where I'm getting sent. Alright, that's all the legendary talismans. Awesome. In the age of the Earth Tree began, such blessings were personally bestowed. Oh, I did get that one. A legendary talisman. Yeah, they do say legendary. I didn't know that. Yep, legendary talisman. Legendary. Legendary on both of those. And that one. There was one more, wasn't there? I can't remember. Probably was. Okay. Well, that's it then. That is the last side thing. Now it's just fighting. I might have to reallocate some attributes around. It's possible that it would be better for me to use a different summon. The wolves are good at keeping most enemies off of me for long enough to do some real damage, but against an enemy that has all these AoEs, they just don't have the health to hold up. We'll see, though. I'm going to try to go without the wolves for some time. I need to learn. And so I'm going to do what I did against the Crucible Knight. I just keep trying. Man, that hurt. Here's the real annoying part about this fight. You have to keep doing it over and over, and it takes a long time. It's not like an Ichiro Ashina, who you can take out in like half a second. Uh-oh. Yep. So... okay. What the? Blocking? Down he goes. Okay. That should carry over into the fight. We'll see now. I really have to learn against the Elden Beast. Radagon I can bring down, and I'll learn more about him in time. It's this thing that's the problem. Let's just see. Don't lock onto it. I should probably get behind it first. It's doing its fire breath. Yeah. Okay, so behind it is safe then. Run. I looked up a strategy guide on how to take it, and so there are some tips. When you hear the tinkling noise, you run for it. When he starts to breathe fire, you get behind him. The grab attack, you just have to, like, dodge. It just takes some time. Oh, right. I did read something about the rings, but I wasn't sure what it was exactly. Oh, what is that? Man, he just has so much range on you. He's difficult to keep up with. It's the grab I'm afraid of. If he catches me with it, I'm pretty sure it's instant death, no matter my health. Second phase or something? The music just kicked up. I hope he doesn't have multiple phases. Ah, what the? Oh, that's what... Oh, what is this? Just heal. Okay, there we go. I'm still alive. Somehow. This isn't good. Fire breath, some sort of super fire breath. Okay, close the distance. Gotta stay on top of him. His long-range attacks are just devastating. Never mind. Oh! Man, he really does remind me of an aboleth. Ah, you just... How do you dodge that thing right? It just said run in one direction on the strategy guide. Okay, don't jump over those. He's gonna unveil his grab at some point. I'm fairly certain of it. I'm almost out of healing. That's alright, I didn't expect to win this first attempt. Just reaching him is half the battle. I'll definitely give it my best shot, but his attacks deal a lot of damage. And when you don't really know what you're up against for the first time, it can be difficult to manage. Okay, just run. Oh, what? I couldn't even... I'm not sure what to do again. I'm boxed. Oh, I hit the edge. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I didn't know there was an edge of the map. Why don't they let you use Torrent, though, to catch up with him? I think that's kind of nonsense. Oh! And then he just runs away. That's so annoying. It's exactly like Astel. Little fire giant. Uh-oh. Not dead yet, not dead yet. Uh-oh. Holy cow. Just, oh, come on, stop spamming that. Oh, not that! I hate that one. Because I'm not sure how to get away from it. And it seems to just go on forever. It's like the fire giant's small chasing fireballs. Yeah, I have no idea about that one. Come on. Oh, no! I said I didn't expect to win, but I want to. Dude, can you stop running away? fight would have been over like 7 minutes ago if he didn't sit still. Oh, I was so close to. Alright, yeah, no, that's definitely doable. For the fire breath, if you're not close to him, I think the strat is just run away. If you're close to him, it's get behind him. But if not, it's run away. I don't know how to respond to the little chasing orb. And the ones that fall from the sky, that's just kind of tricky in general. But definitely doable. I had him so close to death. He's really more annoying than dangerous because he just keeps running. It's kind of trash. And just like the Regal Ancestor and the Fire Giant and Estelle, since he can just like kind of move across the entire arena immediately, you should be able to use torrents because the arenas are massive. I never timed that one right. Ow. Pretty generous hitboxes on that one. Okay, the last one is hard to dodge. Come on now. Gonna die to Radagon again. What is with these combos? They just keep going. I'm even... got even less healing now than I did before. Also, I'm not really sure what the deal with that attack is. Or how to properly dodge and retaliate is. So far, I've just been sticking to run away. I thought I dodged that. Alright, we're down to 5 heals for the Elden Beast. Not the best news. I have 3 less now than I did last time. Right, don't dodge that. Don't jump into that. So we have the rings again. Ow. Whoa. The frick? Uh-oh. Okay, just big chungus AoE. Got it. You can move after doing that? Excuse me? Okay, getting behind him does not protect you for that attack. Oh, it's that. I was wondering what he was doing. Oh, it's the really bad one. Okay, yeah, just get away. What? Okay, I think that was like holy fire, not just regular fire, so... Alright. Alright, we have the rings again. Can I just, can I actually get out of their radius? No. Oh, that's what they do. They drag you in so they can get you with the AoE. I wasn't certain what those rings did, because I never seemed to get hurt by them. Oh, I got him! Yes! Yes! No summons, no health, no nothing. Took a lot of my healing, but I got him. Oh, that's good. God slain. 500,000 runes. The game doesn't just end, does it? I want to see what I get out of that remembrance. I beat it. I beat... Oh, yeah, I can't, Oh. That was a summon sign. I thought it was just a message. I just clicked it. What is this? Ranny. Excellent. I'm glad I didn't accidentally use one of the other endings.
The battle is over, I see.
Yeah, I've undergone a few upgrades too. America's headless body.
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness.
Oh, is there two faces there? The heck?
Well then, shall we?
Sure, let me just take your hands.
My fair consort eternal.
Age of the Stars. I feel like they threw George R.R. Martin in there just for grins and giggles. Like, that's just a guess. I don't know exactly how much he had to do with the game. I feel like Dung Eater's questline was 100% him, from everything Dung Eater did, everything Blackguard Bogart said. But I'm not sure about that. That's just a joke I threw in there. Well, it was a fun game. I will say that. I don't think it was Soul's best game. I like Sekiro more, personally, and Bloodborne will forever be epic. It was definitely better than any Dark Souls game I've ever played, though. I'll say that. The open world was a completely new take, and one that didn't flop. They had their own problems with it, but for most of the game, it was pretty good. A couple bosses I have issues with. There were, I think, a few too many overused AoEs. Having large arenas, enemies can teleport around, seems kind of nonsensical, because they can blast you from across the arenas, takes you forever to catch up, and then they can just leave again. Estelle has done it multiple times. And I've really got to say, you should not teach someone to use Torrent for boss fights early on in the game, and then take Torrent away from those boss fights later on in the game. That seems kind of uncool. But that's my own personal take on it. Kim Dong-won. I really think the three fingers grabbing you right as you go through the door thing, that should not happen. Because what if you're just exploring? Then you're just kind of screwed unless you get that specific needle, finish Millicent's questline all the way, and if you fail that, oh well. And then go find the secret boss, Dragon Lord, and then know to use the thing in there. Like, it's kind of messed up how they did that. I don't know how anyone figured that out, but good on them for it. Otherwise, I would have been stuck in that ending, and I didn't want to do that. I like Randy. I think there were a few too many dragons in the game, honestly. Most of them seemed kind of the same. The only one I had a real problem with was the fetid dragon. I think it was fetid, was it rotted? That nasty dragon over in Caleb, that thing was horrible. Other than him, most of them were just kind of annoying. The ancient dragons are uncool. Do not like their design at all. Malekith and Millicent can go screw off. They both suck hard. Godfrey's tough. What's his name? Radagon. Radagon's pretty tough. And Ofnir he was a glass cannon for sure. He was like Renala, but on steroids. He was something else. And overall, like, most of the bosses were fun, had a lot of spectacle to them, but weren't so hard that you hated the game. Malekith and Millicent were Malekith and Melania were definite exceptions. Just horrible, horrible fights. I don't know who was behind those, but someone needs to be slapped in the face and then laid off. Because it was bad. I'm just glad I got past them, though. I mean, with the help of other people. No doubt about that. I mean, I used someone else's choose method to deal with Melania, and I brought in 2 summons to kill Malekith with me. Otherwise, that would have taken much longer, and I would have had much less patience. But I am glad that that is over with. I got all the legendary achievements, but I think I still missed some. Probably the other endings. If there are like 5 more achievements, I'd assume that's the 5 other endings in the game. And I don't know if I really have the patience to go through this game 5 times. Maybe in the history of my life, potentially, but certainly not at any recent time. Because the game is massive, and knowing me, I can't just start it and play through the game to an ending without doing everything. That's just not how I operate. The artist stuff, I didn't like the artist fetch quests because it was difficult to find where they were because the pictures are small and trashy. You should do something about that, FromSoft. Let us get like a full screen view of that. Then I would have actually just tracked them down, had fun with it. And some quest lines, this is always a complaint I have about Souls games, but the quest lines were rather obscure in some locations. I don't know how anyone could have figured out that law of regression one. That was ridiculous. And why does that take intelligence? It's like 30-something intelligence and no faith. And I don't think that makes any sense at all. Whatever, though. The big skeletons I think are kind of trash, particularly the area where there's like 4 or 5 of them. Do not like Deathrite birds. Thought their fights were awful. The fire giants rolling around was really annoying, and his sort of inconsistent hitboxes were rather enraging too. But overall, I didn't have a problem with him, and it was a well-built-up fight, because I had first heard about them in that note about those chariots, where they have the face of a fire giant, and it said that they symbolize, you know, the true terror of facing one in combat. Yeah, and I thought that was... It was pretty good build-up. All the way to the end, you hear about these things, and then suddenly there is one. The lore was a bit confusing. I don't know what the Radagon is America thing means. Clearly, that's the case at the end fight, but I don't know what that means. Were they separate people at one time, and then something about the Elden Ring conjoined them? Because I'm pretty sure America has been trapped inside the tree since long before Radagon attacked Liurna. I don't really know the thing, or the whole, like, story that's put together. So you have those two, as far as the major players. You got those two, Godfrey, Godric, Godfroy, I believe is another one, but I don't know how important he is. You got Renala, Radon, Rykard, Ranni, Malekith is in there somewhere, Fia's in there at some point as well. I don't know who her consort is, but he seemed like a whole other thing. And so you have all these weird gods with all these other names fighting with each other, and then you have the Higher Will and the 2 fingers, whatever they mean, and then you got the 3 fingers in there. Oh yeah, and then Melania and Miquella, and then Moog. I don't know what their deal is. Like, oh yeah, and then Morgoth. And so you have all of these like big name characters all related to each other and doing all these things, but I don't know how for half of them, and it all seems very confusing and strange. That's not a new thing for Souls games. Sekiro was about as straightforward as it gets, and even that one is rather inconsistent. But regardless, it was pretty fun piecing it together as much as you can and seeing just a big fantasy world. The underground areas caught me totally off guard. I hated the Lake of Rot. I hate Scarlet Rot in general. It's just poison, but worse. Poison I can deal with, but rot is just awful. They didn't overuse the death mechanic, which I can say to Dark Souls' credit, they've never done. Sekiro's death mechanic was the worst. Dark Souls usually is very limited sources and easily avoidable. And so I didn't have a problem with that, because Elden Ring followed in that footsteps. I like that holy damage was its own thing. I don't know if that's a thing in any of the other games, but I did like that that was its own type of damage, because miracles in Dark Souls always seemed kind of left out from, like, everything. This one seemed to give incantations a lot more oomph. They also got rid of pyromancies, and hexes, or whatever those were, so you're down to just a couple spell types. And all the memory stone stuff is pretty neat, too. You can have a lot of spells, I think. But I don't know how many spell slots each one can take up, so... you never know. Overall, I did greatly enjoy the game. It had its annoyances right up closer to the end. And there was some other stuff I complained about during the game. I hate the big chariots in the hero's grave, but... those aren't unique to this game, either. A lot of them are common FromSoft tropes that they always do. And, thus are to be expected. I got most of the quest lines done. I screwed up Raya's. She disappeared, and I think there was one or two others that I didn't get right. No, I don't want to do that yet. Alright, so what does it look like over here, then? Can you refight the boss? Okay, so Marika's hammer lands of the Newman outside the lands between, the tool with which Queen Marika shattered the Elden Ring, and Radagon attempted to repair it. What? Sword wrought from the remains of a god who should have lived a life eternal. Thoughts on what the weapon pretends are many and varied. Some consider it the mark of a great sin or sign of great devastation. Queen Marika shattered the Elden Ring, and Radagon attempted to repair it. So he tried to fix it with this, and she tried to break it with this. But what is it? And what's the difference? But man, it's confusing. Okay, so now I'm a bit confused. The Roderica's gone. Hugo, oh, she's back.
I see.
Alright. Let me go see Ofnir. I killed him, so he should be gone, but, you know. Actually, that's the point. You never know. Okay. I'm gonna use the rest of my runes. Just because why not? Just got 50 grand out of that one. I will say, while I like the addition of the Ashes of War, and like its implications, I didn't really find much use for it. Finger Reader Crones are still out there. Nefeli, do you have anything else to say after that? You did help me kill, I think, your ancestor. I felt like Horalu was kind of tacked on there at the end. His name changing and him being mentioned in the intro didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, but I give him, you know, some credit. They did a lot with this game, so you can't expect perfection.
I will remember Yorga surely lie elsewhere.
For the time being, at which time I'm raising, I hope it is. Ah, Berlin.
Okay, so nothing new from them. All of those merchants are dead. Right. First of all, no, Haligjuris isn't where I want to be. I want to just get a couple more runes so I can level up one last time. I know, it really doesn't matter, but I just feel like doing it. It's crazy to think I'm at the end. I mean, I finished the final boss. Oh, right, I forgot about that healing thing. Somehow I am still up. Those were the guys that I farmed for enough runes to level up the Ashes and the River of Blood from Melanio's fight. I used them and some of those horrible revenants below, just because. Alright, so I have one more thing I want to check. I can teleport to the Elden Throne. If I step through that again, do you refight the bosses? Or does it just take you right to, like, the end screen? If it takes you to the end screen, you can literally farm, like, all 4 of the other achievements I can get. I couldn't get the Lord of Frenzy one, but one more playthrough would get me that, and then I think I'd have all of them. But I'm not sure if it'll work like that. Oh, yeah, no, you can't go through it again. So, did it say the Round Table holds Point of Grace is how you initiate a second playthrough? You could still save cheat your way to all the endings, just for the achievement's sake, but... yeah, begin Journey 2. Alright, so that's how that's done. Okay, man, we left this world a smoldering wreck. Bach is gone. Where'd Bach go? Poor Bach. He was the one NPC I willingly left alive by the end. Frankly, I didn't really have much of a reason to kill all those merchants. I feel kind of bad about it. Bach's gone too, so I take it he died along with everyone else. Because he's not there. I don't think he's there. That's where he had the option of going, but I told him he was beautiful, so he shouldn't have been. He might have just disappeared by the end. That could just happen too. Well, I guess that's the end then. I think Selen's appearance pretty much sums up this playthrough. At least my actions in this playthrough. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Alright. The end of Elden Ring. It's been quite a journey. And I'm going to thank everyone who's been with me through it. No one's really been talking to me in comments or anything throughout these videos, but I've been seeing a couple people at least watching some of them, so I'm happy to see that at least. Someone's enjoying what I'm doing, hopefully. Alright, well that's it for this one. Well, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.